Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to give you a quick look at my bug out bag sleep system. Alright, so for my bug out bag I chose to go as light as I could possibly go, balancing it with how much money I wanted to spend on it. And again, I tell people don't just focus on bug out bags for preparedness. This is just one aspect of being prepared. So with that said, we're going to get into our system here. Now, two of these items I've previously reviewed before, and that's the SOL bivy. And this exists really in my bag in case it's colder than what my sleeping bag is rated for. This is actually very, very warm. And you can tuck inside of this and inside of this and you'll be good to go. So if you want to see the review for this item here, you can check right about there. And click that, and that's the review for that. This I've also reviewed. This is the supposed self-inflating military sleeping mattress. And these two items I purchased a long time ago in a surplus store. And they've held up pretty well for me. And again, same thing, you want to see the review? Right up there. Did a review of it. Works very well, keeps the cold away from you. Gives you somewhat of a nice soft surface to sleep on. Again, you want to tailor this stuff to your area. My area, there's a lot of areas with rocks and big boulders and crud all over the ground. You're not going to find soft grass out here to sleep in. Something like that's kind of important. But what I really want to focus on today is this guy here. This is a USGI Patrol sleeping bag. I have it in a little Walmart stuff sack to keep it compressed. It's for temperatures between 30 and 50. Now, for my area, again, tailoring my gear to my area, for most of Nevada, where I'm going to be, that's a perfect range. If it gets a little cold, I can always throw the SOL bivy inside and warm it up. I also have a wool blanket, so that works with it too. But honestly, the two times I've used it in Nevada and the bunches of times I've used it on field day when we camp out for ham radio, it's been more than warm enough to the point where you have to kind of kick a leg out because it gets a little too hot. So anyway, let's get into this. This sleeping bag is used as the middle layer to the modular sleep system. Now, if I really wanted to go all out, I could buy the outer layer that this snaps into. We're going to open this in a second and I'll show you. And tear it all apart and carry the outer layer too, and that's good down to like 0. It's a pretty cold weather sleeping bag. Pretty good for cold weather. So we're going to pop this puppy open here. This is a mummy style sleeping bag. Oh, and I forgot. This is my pillow. I know there's lighter ones. I know there's ones that blow up. You know what? This was 50 cents at a secondhand store. So for a camp pillow, it just pops open out of this and it's good to go. All right, so that's actually the size of the sleeping bag once you get it in here. And speaking of tents, if you're interested in the tent video that I have in my bug out bag, I'm going to put that also right up there so you can see the review of that. Let's pull this guy out here. I had quite a time getting him in here. I never used to have him in a stuff sack. I just had some compression straps around him, but he's slippery. But I figured this is a good idea to keep it in there. All right, so here you go. Now I'm going to zoom the camera out a little bit. I'm going to zoom it back a little bit so you can get a good look at this. We're going to move the other stuff off the counter, and I'll let you see what we're working with here. And I'm just going to cut in this footage here to show you just how big this bag is. It's way long enough. I mean, if you're in the 6 foot to 6'2" range, 6'5", you'd fit in there no problem. All right, so that's the length of the whole thing. And I'm 6'2", and I fit in there perfectly. Lots and lots of extra room. This is your zipper over here. This is where everything starts. These are your drawstrings for the top. So you can draw it right around your head, nice and comfortable. And these are the snaps that I was telling you about. This snaps into the heavier part of the whole system. And it's pretty much a lightweight, durable mummy sleeping bag. And I mean, as much as I like the SOL small little bivvies, I don't think that would keep me perfect in, say, typical cold winter temperatures out here in the 20s, you know? And that's where we're usually range from. The coldest I've ever seen it out here is 15 or 17, and that's when the blanket and the other thing would come in handy too. So, you can unzip this from the top here. And there you go. Now this was one that I purchased. I checked it out. I made sure there were no rips or tears or anything in it. It's pretty comfortable. Pretty good system all in all. And that's it. Now in a pinch you can open it all the way up and use it as a blanket if you wanted to. It's good for car camping as well if you want to keep a sleeping bag in your vehicle just in case. And what I liked about it was it packed down to a small size, but I didn't have to spend, you know, $200 for one of these ultra-light backpacking, you know, sleeping bags. And some of them are even more expensive than that. I believe when I bought this it was, I want to say 25 bucks. And it zips up from the bottom too. That's where I was saying when you got to kick your feet out sometimes because it gets a little warm. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's the sleeping bag. This is the military US GI Patrol sleeping bag. It can be packed up. Now I've heard that it's not good to keep these rolled up because of the down in them. This has been rolled up. I bought this, I want to say, I became a ham in 1999. I did my first field day in 2000. And it's been rolled up on and off over the years tons of times, and it's been packed away very long times. I've never seen any kind of degradation in anything in here. It's still nice and warm and comfy, yet nice, small enough to pack up. And that's about it. So, let's get into the specs of it that I have written down over here. The weight of the bag itself is 2.3 pounds. The inner dimensions of it are 90 inches. The width is 36 inches. It snaps right inside, and then you're good to down to below 10 if you have the other part of it. I've never seen the other part of it for sale. Unfortunately here we only have one really military surplus store in town. And they don't have anything like that there. I haven't been in there recently, but they don't have anything like that there. I might buy it for future, you know, for the future, if I'm bugging out to an area where it's going to be a lot colder. But for now, this suits my needs. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out the links that I showed you for the different items that I have already reviewed in my sleep system here in my little tent. And we will see you soon.